If you want to make a bigger difference, other than just putting some solar panels on your home and calling it a good day, now you're getting into what we mean when we say join the conscious energy revolution. How we do it is we created a complete conscious home solution. And this is our reduce before you produce model. And this is where you can reduce your consumption before you produce with solar. How do we do it? We created a specific set of proprietary upgrades that will reduce your consumption without changing your daily habits. These upgrades also save you money on your gas bills because your home's going to be more efficient, and in the winter you're going to require less gas to heat your home. Now, not every home can receive these upgrades. It is specific to homes that have attic spaces, which is where we lose a lot of our efficiency into our heat because heat rises. So the ability for us to do this and the potential savings depends on the age of the home, the size of the attic, and the construction. But if you have it, then this is something to at least consider because it can make a massive difference. The first step is we go through all the openings into your attic space, all the light fixtures, all the top plates, anywhere where air can go up, and we seal all those fixtures. Now, by sealing all those fixtures, what that does is air is not going to be able to escape into your attic. You could have 40 inches of insulation, but that won't do you any good because air will still leak in. By not allowing the air to leak out, the warm air in the winter is going to stay in. Now, this also has a couple other side benefits, is that it's also not going to let anything leak into your house, but more on that in a little bit. So once we sealed up your attic, you're no longer having any leaks into it. So next we put in a solar-powered attic fan and a smart thermostat. Now the smart thermostat is really crucial that you get one that learns. So it learns your habits, it learns when you want it, and just by being able to regulate the temperature, this will have a massive difference on your electric bill, especially in the summer for your AC and in the winter for your heat. Now where it can really make a difference in your AC, we'll talk a little bit more when your house is able to be more insulated and you're not losing your cold air. It's going to be able to not work as much. So you want a sensor and something that works really well and can keep the temperatures close to what you really wanted at. The solar-powered attic fan, on the other hand, is awesome. There's no operating costs because it is solar-powered. It's not tied to your house, so it doesn't use electric to operate. It is going to extend the life of your roof. The reason why is because it's going to pull the warmer out in the summer and the colder out in the winter. That's going to reduce ice damming, mold, mildew, fungal decay, and it's just going to make your roof last longer and be healthier because you're not going to get any moisture or excess temperatures building up. Combined, these will make a massive difference in your savings of your heating and in your cooling. Then we put in a radiant heat barrier. Think of an emergency blanket. It's a very specific commercial grade type of foil that is perforated so it allows everything to be able to breathe. What this does is it doesn't allow the warm air from the summer into your house because it'll heat up your attic, and from the attic, even with all the insulation and everything that you have, it does get into your house. By putting this in, and after sealing of the attic space as well, you're not going to have air going from your attic into your home and your home into your attic, which means that your AC is going to be working a whole lot less. Even more, in the winter, it's going to keep the hot air from escaping into your attic, into your home, which is going to help heat your home a lot as well. A 1/4 inch gap in insulation can lead to a 78% loss of energy efficiency, which our sealing of the attic space and the radiant heat barrier will fix. So in the summer, what's going to happen is you're going to, if you look on the left, before you do all these upgrades, your attic is going to get extremely hot. If you've ever been up there, you know this is the case. It goes right through the shingles and everything, and it just roasts in there. And that heat will make its way through your home no matter how much insulation you have. First thing that we have to do is make sure that there's proper ventilation. And this is where the solar attic fan and your soffit vents often come in because most cases, homes are not adequately vented. So by getting the proper ventilation all the way through your home, what that does is it's going to lower the temperature in your attic space drastically. With the solar attic fan pulling the excess heat out, you're not going to need to cool your house as much, so your AC is going to be working a whole lot less and more efficiently, which leads to a drastic reduction in your energy bills. Now in the winter, because the attic is going to be warmer than it is outside, this is where you get a lot of moisture buildup, which can lead to mildew, ice damming, and a lot of other issues. That moisture, as it starts to condense, will drop onto your insulation and ruin your insulation. But when you have proper ventilation, proper insulation, as well as being able to pull the cold air out with the solar attic fan, it's going to keep your home very well insulated. You're not going to have any of the ice damming or water buildup, so your roof's going to also last longer. This is another reason why it's going to save you a lot of money on your gas bill, which Joe Solar does not just do. This is the benefits of the complete conscious home solution. Now, we are out to grow as a company, and one of the things that we're always looking for is homes that will let us use them as a conscious energy case study home. Now, there are a few things that we do ask for you on this. What you get is you get solar for 0 down and 0 out of pocket, depending on what finance plan that you go with. You can also pay cash, which obviously does have money down, but there are plenty of loan options. By buying solar, you get an increase in home equity. You get the federal tax credit, as well as the reduction in energy consumption by anywhere from 15 to 35%, depending on the age of the home and the shape of where your home's at, without changing your daily habits. And you get 7 home upgrades for the price of 1. So what we get in exchange is we ask for the ability to put a small sign in your yard, before and after photos, copies of your energy bill down the line to showcase the savings that you're going to get, video and written testimonial, a drone footage of your completed install, and we get a referral partner. And that's where it's really valuable for us. If you do this for us, we give you 5% cash back on the project after install. So 2 weeks after install, we give you a 5% cash back check if you agree to participate and help us with this. Now, because of the experience that I had when I got solar myself, I created the Conscious Energy Guarantee. What this means is with our complete conscious home solution, if we're able to size the system to at least 103% of what the offset is from how we show you, we guarantee that for 60 months it will cover all of your electric consumption, barring that you don't get an electric car or a hot tub that drastically changes your usage. This is where we're willing to put our money where our mouth is. Having been told, oh, this system's going to cover 90% of your use and it may be covered close to 60, I had no recourse. This is where we're willing to guarantee that it will cover all of your use. If our system does not completely cover your usage, we will pay the difference in the uncovered electric kilowattage. And we'll give you an additional $250 per year for each year that the system doesn't cover your usage for that year for 5 years. So this guarantees you will not have to pay an electric bill for 5 years. And if it doesn't cover it, we're going to cover it on top of it. So that is how you can join the conscious energy revolution and make the kind of difference that rewards yourself for doing it, rewards a future generation, and makes your home a conscious energy home like nobody else can do. Thank you, and we look forward to talking to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us through our website, www.consciousec.com.